Well.
Hello.
We thought that we would fuck everyone up and switchy-swatchy.
Oh, yeah. That. And,
I am now the supreme leader
and also, arts and crafts, bitches.
Arts and crafts. We should have opened this
Yeah.
first. But do you know what?
That's fine.
It's all ASMR.
Exactly.
Ready?
I can't even. What the hell?
Oh my god, I'm sweating. Oh my days.
Okay.
I have two of these as well, and I totally forgot to bring mine. So we're just using Danica's to make. We're making friendship bracelets.
Are we making them for each other?
Let's see.
What do you mean? I need to know who I need to know who my target audience is.
Oh, I ripped it. Uh-oh.
Oh, I gotta put them in the thing. Okay.
Uh-oh.
How was your week, milady? I know how your week was because I was with you for most of it.
So, last episode, I was saying how holidays had been somewhat kind of uneventful because the weather, right? The weather fucking came out this week. I'm sweating right now.
Didn't it pull through?
The weather came out this week. I feel like we crammed 3 weeks worth of holidays into 1 week.
We really did. I'm looking at doing like my holiday dump, and literally all the photos are from like the last week and a half.
Yeah, so let's kick things off. So Monday, we may or may not have booked a trip.
Oh yeah.
That was literally this week. We booked a trip.
Missing.
Your girls are going to Hawaii.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We really aren't, actually.
Why did I think that? No, we're going to Fiji. I lied.
We're going to Fiji, bitches.
We're doing our dream Melissa McCarthy holiday.
We're going international with Crocs and Moo-Moos.
Crocs and Moo-Moos. I've ordered Crocs. They're on their way.
I think I want to get a white pair, but I'm not committed.
Yeah.
I simply do not know.
I ordered the bone pair. I'm so excited.
I really like that colour, but I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm very, very excited. So we're going for a week in August.
Stunning.
As like a joint 30th hurrah. And we got the all-inclusive at this resort, and we are going to be living large.
Like
right?
All-inclusive as in like unlimited drinks.
Yeah.
Alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Buffet breakfast every day.
Yeah. All meals are included.
Lunch and dinner.
There's like 5 restaurants at this resort.
Water sports.
There's a fucking inflatable water park like Wipeout.
We are training on that obstacle course every single day.
I dead-ass tried harder at Pilates just because I knew that we were doing the water park.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're taking up golf, doing like snorkeling, all of that.
I'm so excited.
So that's what we're doing. And then, so that meant that I had to get a new passport. I had to renew my passport.
How much was that, by the way?
It cost me $360.
Okay.
And that included the photos.
Okay. Because Mum's talking about going to the Philippines in March.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, well, if we're going in March, I need to do my passport like now.
Oh my God, you're like a little world traveller now.
I am.
You need to do it now because it takes 6 weeks, she said. And I think there are some delays.
Oh, okay.
I
can't afford that.
So
me oh my.
We need to do that.
Do passports take Afterpay as Can I do 4 equal installments?
Ask that post office, they might. So we're doing that, and then what did we do on Tuesday?
Tuesday was the tennis.
That's right. Yeah, we went to Adelaide International at night with Steph from work. And that was good. It was so fucking hot and like
sweating our dicks off immediately.
Like it's general like sporting seating. Like you're on a plastic chair that's built for a size 6, which I get because they're trying to fit as many people in to this place. But it just felt extra small. Like it felt so stuffy in there. The women sitting next to Danica, so Danica sat to my left. The women sitting next to Danica bought their own tennis rackets.
Why? You're watching tennis. It's not like someone's going to sub you into the game.
It's not like there's a fucking meet and greet either. Like
literally.
It's not like Nadal's.
You can't sign a tennis racket anyway. There's holes in the racket. Like.
So they're doing that, and then they're like taking selfies, but they're like leaning across Danica as
the camera's like in my face. I'm like, can I help you, please?
Right. But this year it was good because this year they had extended the area for Adelaide International, and they've like cordoned off this area of Pinky Flat, which is by the main river in the city. And that was where they had all the food trucks and bars, and they had like bean bags and picnic tables. So that was good because they've never had that before.
Yeah, that was fun.
But we went out there, so much better. We were laying on bean bags. It was just a vibe. So that was fun. And then also, so we parked at Adelaide Oval.
Oh my
right?
God.
Because you've got Adelaide Oval, and then right next to it is the tennis place, right?
Yeah,
so we were like, obviously we'll park at Adelaide Oval. Like, it makes fucking sense.
So we don't have to walk as far.
Right? Didn't realise that the cricket was on at the same night, but we were driving up. The car park was open, and so we were like, yeah, deal. Like, we'll just go in there. Easy.
The guy that took our payment didn't even say anything. He was like, he even said, are you here for the tennis or the cricket?
Yeah, and we were like, tennis, my lad. So we go in. We go up the lift, right? And I'm like having issues with my tickets because Ticketmaster was asking me to log in. Forgot my password.
Is this a little dinosaur?
Stop. Oh my God, there's like a little...
Saturn.
A little planet. Wow.
Stop. Anyway.
How funny, because isn't there some... Anyway, I don't know why I think the dinosaurs and the planets go together.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, that doesn't fit into the theme of...
All I think of is the big, like the meteor that killed all the dinosaurs.
Let me tell you a story in bracelet form.
So we do that and we go up to the lift. I'm having issues because like I had to reset my password, and then we go to scan our tickets and they're not working, and I was like, oh, they're for the ticket, not for the ticket, they're for the tennis, maybe that's what it is. And the dude was like, oh no, you can't come through here, because you had to go through like literally it's like 2 meters of Adelaide Oval to when you get up the lift and then you go out, right?
Yeah.
And he, oh no, you can't come up here, not if you're not going to the cricket. He was like, you're going to have to like go through up these stairs, through this alleyway,
go through this back corridor, up the stairs, and then go further down until you reach the south gate. And then when you get to the staff members, tell them that you've gone the wrong way and that you just need to exit, and then walk the rest of the way out of Adelaide Oval over to the tennis courts.
Yeah, right. So we follow his instructions. We go up and we go up the stairs. The stairs take us out into Adelaide Oval. Come here, Coco. Come here. They take us out into Adelaide Oval. Like, we're legit in the fucking Oval.
Yeah.
Like, we could have just stayed there for the cricket.
Literally, like, we were beyond the gates where you, like, scan your tickets. So we'd already passed that bit. So, like, we could have just gone and sat, right, or, like, gone on the hill or something if we really were being sneaky.
Right. So then we go to leave, and this dude's like, this security guy's like, oh, do you want, like, me to mark your tickets or whatever so that you can come back in? We're like, oh, no, we're going to the tennis. Like, we got sent up here to go, like, to the tennis. And then he got really confused.
He was like, that's weird. Why would they send you this way?
And we were like, well, no fucking shit, that's confusing.
You tell me, my dude. I'm just following instructions.
Like, rather than just going up a lift, getting out the lift, walking literally 3 steps, and then being outside Adelaide Oval, they were wanting us to walk through the entirety of Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Like, it just didn't make fucking sense.
No.
Right? So that pissed me off.
There's an app for this bracelet thing, so I'm downloading it to see what's on there. I'm intrigued.
I love that. So, did that. Tennis was fine.
My issue with tennis is that you need to sit in the same... If you're on the court, like watching the game, you need to sit in the same spot and be quiet for 2.5 hours. And I struggle to do both of those things at the same time. Yeah. So I was like... We went to the tennis again on the Wednesday, and we went with Caitlin's friend Lauren, and literally for 80% of the day I was just reading my book. They were catching up and having a good old chinwag, and I was just...
The other thing as well is like, we're not huge tennis people, so we're not watching it all the time. This is the only tennis event I'll go to, and then I might watch some of Oz Open.
Yeah, I'll watch the Oz Open.
But this was the first year where they didn't have any of the like real big names like Nadal, Djokovic, Serena, Naomi Osaka, like none of them were there.
Also getting to the new generation of tennis where I don't actually know any of the players, and I think that's why I started watching Breakpoint on Netflix, because I was like, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, the only person I knew was Kokkinakis, and he didn't even play the days that we went, or the sessions that we went. So Then we went back on the Wednesday, and that was good, but we spent most of it out in the entertainment area. That was the best bit, was just sitting on beanbags.
We watched one full match.
Yeah.
And then, we spent the rest of the day on the beanbags.
Yeah. And then Wednesday.
That was Wednesday.
Thursday we went. That was our first beach day.
Yeah. That's when the weather pulled through.
Fucking out. So we went to the beach, did my passport in the morning, ran a few errands. Then we went to...
Bought fake Stanley Cups, guys.
This thing. Like, I underestimated how big it was.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing seeing it in the shop when you're buying it, but then when I'm fucking like...
The Stanleys are a little bit bigger as well.
Really?
Yeah. Like taller.
This is what... I love it, though.
Yeah, love mine.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Love that shit. It works better than my Frank Green as well, keeping stuff cold.
Yeah.
So I love that for me. Went to the beach. That was lovely. And then Friday came around and I was like, let's go to fucking Second Valley. Right? It was like 35. We're going to go to the beach anyway. And I was like, let's go to Second Valley. So I made us little sandwiches and like little snacks.
They were delicious, by the way.
I love a good sandwich.
Unreal.
Not to toot my own horn, but I make the best toasted sandwich.
You make
had it today.
Killer sandwich.
I'm going to tell everyone the recipe, right? Get bread, but you got to get like
good bread,
right?
Not Wonder White shit.
No. It's got to be like the like it's almost like oval shaped, right? So you get that, and then you butter the outsides, right? And then you get that pickled sandwich spread, put that on the other side of the bread. Then you put pastrami or like your meat of choice. Then I put sauerkraut. Then I put cheese. I think I just used Colby cheese, like block cheese.
Yeah.
Then I put Nando's hot peri-peri mayo.
That
and then you put the top on, and that one's buttered on the outside, and then you put it in the frying pan, right? That's the key.
You fry pan it.
Yep.
You fry pan a toasty.
I fry pan the fuck out of it, right?
right.
So, and then you get it like crispy golden, like almost quite dark, and then when you're like cooking the last side of it, right, towards the end, sprinkle salt and pepper on the top of it, right? So it's on the outside. That shit slaps.
Yum.
Best shit. I'm obsessed with them at the moment.
Delicious.
So we went down to Second Valley, which is about an hour or just over an hour from where we live down south.
This app sucks, by the way.
What's on it?
It just won't load anything. Weasels. Anyway, continue.
So got down there packed. Completely forgot
it was so
holidays.
busy. Yeah.
People were probably staying down there. It was packed, but it was gorgeous. The water
was
days. Stunning, like clear as day.
It felt like I was in Europe.
It was, loved it.
Yeah.
Loved every second of it. So we set up. We have like a little umbrella, our little chairs, whatever. Go in the water. I look back on shore. Our umbrella is just...
Gone with the wind.
Flying down the beach, just ruining everyone's day. And we just kind of made an executive decision that...
To stay in the water and to not collect it.
The issue was contained, right? It wasn't going far, but it was ruining people's day. And we were in the water having a great time.
We were frolicking.
It was hot.
What's a girl to do?
Like, we'll deal with it when we get out, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Got out, dealt with that. Anyway... Some of the shit we saw at fucking Second Valley, like, what was
did
that?
we see? I don't even remember.
There was these 3 kids. They must have been like, I swear they spoke Spanish or Italian or something, right? And 2 of them were on this sup, like, going along. And there's this one kid bouncing in the water, following them, holding a dead crab.
And just... flapping him about like nobody's business.
One of the ones on the sup was getting so mad that he started trying to hit the other one with the oar and was like yelling at him. Then we saw 2 old guys on a sup, and one of them's like just on his knees paddling, the other one's on the back pretending to swim.
It's literally us in Fiji. I'm the one on the back. Doing fuck all.
There was some old lady in Dunica thought she saw a nipple.
Yeah, it was just the top of her bikini.
But it was a great time.
It was so much fun. I think we should go back next weekend.
Yeah. It's going to be really hot this weekend.
Yeah.
So we should.
It's going to be roasty.
So that was good. And then that night we went to Port Noarlunga.
Yeah.
Caught up with Beck. And then we convinced Beck
to
go to Shotgun Willows.
Yeah. Sandstorm by Darude.
Yeah, that was
there. It was so windy.
That ruined my life. Anyway, so then we're like, we'll go home, get ready, go to Shotgun Willie's. They were advertising 2-for-1 slushies, and we were like, say less, right?
Love a good slushie.
Right.
Boy, was I wrong.
So we get to Shotgun Willie's.
Mistake number one.
Keep in mind, this is my happy place. This is my Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
We get there, it's not busy, get a booth, whatever. The slushies, they were nice, but
it's just too much liquid.
It's too much.
Too much, especially 2-for-1. We did 3 rounds of that.
I think I only had 2. I didn't even finish my second one.
And it was a lot of liquid. A lot of liquid. And like, are you okay, Coco?
She's lost the plot.
She's like this, like us being in opposite directions has put her in all sorts.
She wants to.
Coco, come here. Come here. It's the stray foot for me.
Get out of it.
Come here.
Yes, so the slushies, it was too much. And I'm not even convinced there was alcohol in them.
Not a lot.
Anyway, so like that was a bad idea. And then anyway, we're sitting there. And so this is a country bar, right? They're playing country music, but it's not like crowd pleaser country music like Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, any of that. It's country music I've never heard of.
Yeah, and we weren't there like super early. This would have been like 8:39 at this point.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm making jokes to Danica and Beck about, play better music kind of thing, meaning like play the crowd pleaser music, right?
Yeah.
And so I made on my phone, like using an Instagram story, which I didn't post, something that said play good music, what the fuck? And I was showing Beck and Danica, who they were like sat towards, like behind them was a wall, right? So no one else could have really seen this. I was showing them pretending to like be at a festival, holding up in my head, like thinking, ha, this is really funny. Like, ha.
Yeah.
Did that. Anyway, it's open on my phone on the table. And suddenly one of the bartenders, like one of the main ones, he's like next to me, like pointing at my phone. And I'm like,
oh yeah, he's like lingering around our table and he's like looking at Caitlin, and there's a guy next to him like saying something. And so like me and Beck turn to him and like we're like, can we help you? Thinking that like he wants to like sit on the booth next to us or something. Yeah. And then he goes to Caitlin, oh, like what sort of music do you want us to play? And all of our mouths hit the fucking table.
First of all, I don't know who the dude was that was with him because he didn't work there, but that guy's a narc.
Literally. There should be a warrant out for his arrest, because who has 20/20 vision like that?
Right.
For starters.
Whoever you are, if you see this.
And who's dibber-dobbing?
You're a fucking narc and you cannot be trusted, okay?
This is her Renee Rapp moment, by the way.
Mind your fucking business.
We hate you.
You pissed me the fuck off, right? And so he's like, okay, the guy that works there, he was like, all right, well, what kind of music do you listen to? And I was like, Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, Zach Bryan, like Matt Schuster, those. And he's like, okay, I'm going to get you a piece of paper and a pen and you can write down 5 songs. Yeah. And like, he was totally nice. Like, it was totally cool. And I was like, yeah, sick. Let's do it. So he goes off, comes back with the piece of paper and the pen. And so I write down 5 songs, right? And I thought really hard about
What did you write down?
So I was consciously trying to pick songs that were a bit upbeat, right? Because I'm conscious, like it's a fucking Friday night. So I wrote down
When It Rains It Pours.
Yeah, When It Rains It Pours by Luke Combs, obviously.
Yeah.
Everything I Love by Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Tell Me Tennessee by Matt Schuster, which was a bit of a wild card because not many people, I don't think they've ever played Matt Schuster, and his music isn't necessarily upbeat, but I felt like that was the most upbeat one.
That was your vibe,
Right? In saying that, Matt Schuster, if you see this, release some upbeat fucking music so that I can get Shotgun Willie's to play it, okay? Because I'm out here fighting for my life, okay? Then I put Revival by Zach Bryan, because you know for a fact when like that shit's going off. People are going to be stomping on the goddamn tables, right? And then I picked Fear and Fridays by Zach Bryan.
I don't think I've heard that one. Or maybe I have.
Banger. Made sense. It was a Friday, right?
Oh, yeah, good one. Good, nice.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I go up to the bar and the bartender I had been talking to was right down the other end. So I get the attention of one of the other ones and I was like, oh, give it to the dude in the overalls. He'll know what this is about, right? It'll make sense. And he was like looking at me a bit weird and he was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, there was another bartender standing next to him who grabbed the piece of paper out of my hand and was like reviewing it. And they're like, well, we're obviously going to play When It Rains, It Pours and Everything I Love, like at some point throughout the night.
Can you do it now then?
Right.
Don't just talk about it.
The Tell Me Tennessee one, they were like, well, I'll have to ask about that one. And I can tell you now we won't be playing Zach Bryan because it's not upbeat enough. And I was like...
That's not upbeat enough? What the fuck do you call what you've been playing for the last
hour? There's 7
hour?
people in your bar right now, okay?
Oh
I don't think anyone gives a fuck about how upbeat this is, okay? So then I turn to them and I go, well, look, dude in the overalls asked me to write 5 songs. I've written 5 songs. You do with it what you want. Like, I really didn't give a fuck, okay? Yes, it would be nice for them to play some crowd pleasers because I go there to listen to the crowd pleasers.
Yeah, I go there to pop my pussy, right?
If you want to play this obviously elite level country music that I've never heard of, I'm not saying you can't do that, but you got to mix it up a little bit, right? You got a lot of city slickers coming in here who don't know who the fuck these people are.
One mainstream country bop to like 3 hardcore country songs.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
Max.
We'd been there for 90 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
Not a single crowd pleaser.
Not a single bop was bopped.
Right? Like, you can't just leave that stuff until 2 a.m. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, truly.
That's fun. Anyway, so now I have... So that is the beef that I have.
Caitlin got bullied.
So now I have beef with them. Right. And I don't want to have beef with them because I love Shotgun Willies. It's my favorite place on earth.
And every place that we went to on Friday night was just playing absolute average music. And I don't know what it is, but don't eat the beats.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You and Benji are the same. Benji's being a little dick as well.
Go off.
Come on.
Yeah, everyone was playing average music.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, I'm just going to, honest to God, buy a DJ deck and learn how to mix songs. And I'm just going to bring it everywhere with me. I'm going to unplug every DJ's setup, plug my own, and just start playing what the fans want because I know the people.
Right. So
it is not that hard to play good music. Like, it really isn't. And I just don't understand why it was so average on Friday.
So... in saying that, we decided that we were going to open our own club.
Yes.
Right. We need a GoFundMe going.
Yep.
But tell everyone this is our club idea, right? I'm sorry.
It's like, I have something to say.
So the club is open 4 till 8 p.m.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It's called Sciatica.
Yes, that's right. We did have a name, yeah.
It's themed like your living room. Right?
Yep.
It's like, and you know when you go out and there's never enough chairs for everyone?
Yeah.
There's so many fucking chairs.
Yep.
Chairs upon chairs
Chairs
upon
galore.
chairs. Right? Like, you will not have an issue getting a seat in our club.
It looks like a furniture warehouse.
Right? Bunk beds, fucking like 20-piece seaters. Like, you've got space.
Yep.
If you help clean up, because I didn't want to have to clean up.
Yep.
You get 25% off your drinks.
Yep. First drink comes with a Voltaren 25.
Yep. Second one, a Barocca, right? All drinks are made so that they don't disrupt your gut health.
Yep. No milk. No milk based. Yep. No milk based cocktails. Thank you.
The lights are on. Okay.
Mood lighting. Not like main light.
No, we're not having the main light on, but we got lamps on.
So many lamps.
And Danica's the DJ.
I'm the DJ.
Oh my God, this was my favorite bit. We're in the Uber coming up with this, and you were like, Saturday sip for Jip Jip.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. We should just have posters all over the club of all of our favorite famous people.
Yes.
And Jip Jip's up there.
Jip Jip is front and center, to be honest.
Yeah. And there's going to be a Matt Schuster shrine.
Yep.
And four Matt Schuster songs play every hour.
Matt Schuster Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday. Matt Schuster Monday.
Matt Schuster Monday. Brilliant.
Mondays.
And all the good songs are going to be played all the time.
Yeah. We take no song requests, which is quite funny given the fact that I just submitted song requests to Shotguns.
Yeah. You just vibe it out.
Yeah.
Vibe out to the vibe that we're giving you.
I think, this would be a sick club.
Like, what more do you need? Like, there is such a niche, though, for, like, people that want to go out and have fun but don't want to be out past midnight.
Yeah, and I also don't want to be, like, we went to the Woolshed after Shotguns and it was just filled with the like the goblins that hang around Hindley Street, right? That are there 24/7 every day of the week. They're just out on the prowl.
Belting out Journey.
Right? They're out on the prowl. They were the people at the Woolshed on Friday night, and they're not allowed in our club.
It was grim. Yeah. It was grim. Yeah.
I don't want them there. So we did that. And then Saturday, we went to the movies.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We had Pilates, and then we went to the movies.
Yeah.
And we saw Beekeeper.
Yeah.
Which was a fucking banger. 5 out of 5.
I love a Jason Statham movie.
I agree.
He plays the exact same character in every single film, and I'm absolutely here for it.
But I love that about him. Like, it's just who he is.
Yeah, he knows what he can act, and he does it to a T.
He's not playing a character. He's just Jason Statham. That's what it is. It's like The Rock. Like, you're not getting a different character. You're getting The Rock.
Yeah, and I said this to you yesterday. I'm a firm believer that 100 Jason Stathams could easily beat 10,000 T-Rexes in a battle.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
Do you know what? When I go into a film, watching like an action thriller like what we saw, I have a very specific want from this movie. I don't want a romantic plot.
No.
Right? I don't want any romantic interest, right? No. If I wanted that, I'm going to go see a romance movie, okay? Yeah. I just want to see killing, fighting.
I want a bit of gore, but I want like bone-breaking gore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
this had that.
Yeah. I don't care if there's a strong storyline, because all I want to do is sit there like this.
Yeah, I want good garbage, and I want to be like, oh.
Yeah. Right? Things that are going to get me. Yeah. Right? FBI, CIA people, right? Sold. Any inclusion of any military, navy, any like weapons or like service, vehicles.
Yeah.
Like you bring in like a Black Hawk or any like cool military
minigun. Is that what that's called? That's the air freshener. That was the exact same response that I had when I was here home alone and that shit went off. I was like, we have an intruder. What the fuck is going on? What was that? There are demons. No, it was an air freshener.
Yeah, I want that. And I want Jason Statham, The Rock, and who else? That, what's that? The Hitman's Bodyguard, like Samuel L. Jackson, and I can't remember the lady's name. Like they're the kind of people I want to see in these movies. Yeah, right? I don't want to see fucking anyone else, right? Anyway, this movie had all of that. It was great. It made me want to apply to work for the CIA.
Or ASIO. Yeah.
I loved it. I'd give it a 5 out of 5.
I think I gave it a 3.5.
What?
On Letterboxed.
Wow.
Okay. Well, like it's good garbage.
Garbage deserves a 5 out of 5 if it's.
But like, am I gonna watch it again? No. I've seen it. It was great.
I'm not big on watching movies again like multiple times. I don't think. There's only very few that I would watch multiple times.
Like, I didn't feel a lot in this movie. Like, it was great. Don't get me wrong. It was a fun time. But it's not like a 5-star movie for me.
Wow. It was 5 stars for me. Jason Statham. I got you.
I think I also watched... Now, when we were watching Beekeeper, there was a trailer for The Dry 2. And I was like, oh my God, this looks really good. I'm going to go watch The Dry, the first one.
Do you know what it looked like? It looked like Alone meets Bear Grylls.
Yeah. Yeah, truly. And so I watched The Dry. So good. You watched it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Did you like it?
I liked it. I was disappointed. I don't want to give away spoilers. Like, I think...
Yeah.
Coco. Like, when you find it... So, it's a murder, thriller, crime thing set in Australia.
There's a girl that dies maybe like... Or like her body's found in a river like
20 years ago.
20 years ago. And this federal police officer comes back to that country town where he grew up in because his childhood friend has tragically died along with his family. And so when he comes back to the country town, it kind of rehashes out old wounds in regards to the girl's body that was found in the river because he kind of plays a part in it.
Yeah, because she was like friends with him and he was kind of there.
Accused of killing her, and then it just kind of goes on from there. But you didn't rate it.
Yeah, so because he stays in the town because his friend is they claim that it was a murder-suicide, but the parents of his friend are like, no, he would never do it. Yeah. There's something else going on. You work for the AFP, look into it kind of thing. So that's why he sticks around. When you find out who did it and why they did it, right?
Did you not like that?
No, I thought it was the weakest.
Really? I loved it.
I thought it was so weak.
I loved it.
You know the person prior that you almost think that it was going to be? Yeah. I thought it should have been them, and the reasoning to me was way better than what it turned out to be.
That would have been a good, like, to tie it all together.
Yeah.
Because, like, really who you find out the killer is doesn't tie back to the girl in the river.
Bit random.
Yeah. So I get that. And then when he started accusing that person, I was like,
yeah, and the reasoning, I was like, oh my God,
that's bananas.
Amazing. I love this.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed with who it was in the end.
But I thought, I didn't think it was who it was. But I did like the story about the girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That was, oh my God, that was so sad.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That got me.
I'm glad that you find out in the end.
But this movie makes me want to watch more Aussie stuff. So now I think I am going to start watching Boy Swallows Universe and see how I go. I'm going to do the DNF rule. If I'm not enjoying it after the first episode, canning it.
It just, I started watching the first episode of Boy Swallows Universe, so I've read the book. Didn't mind the book. I think I gave it 3 out of 5, right? It was all right. I haven't even finished the first episode. It feels a bit like, not sitcom-y, but like it's a bit more animated and over the top than The Dry was. And some of the acting in it I found jarring and I didn't really think was that great and I didn't like. So I found it really hard to watch more than the first episode. Back to The Dry. So the author that wrote the book The Dry, that the movie's based on, Jane Harper.
Yeah.
I read her book Exiles. And when I was watching this, it's like very similar, because I haven't read The Dry. It's very, very similar vibes, right? And like you can tell that it's by the same person.
Do you like Exiles?
I really liked Exiles. I think the story of Exiles, particularly because again, it's like a murder mystery kind of thing, way better than The Dry. Right. So I would hope that they do something on the Exiles.
Yeah, well, this next one follows the same guy, Eric Bana's character.
Yeah. Eric Bana's hot.
I was just going to say smash, immediate smash. He is fucking sexy, yeah.
A bit weird.
I hate the word sexy, but in a movie.
Like when he's actually moving, I'm like damn. Although he was running at one point and I was like, that gave me the ick.
That's a bit weird, yeah.
It was a weird run.
Yeah.
So I would give that 3 out of 5.
I think I gave that one a 4.5.
Can't agree on anything.
And I know. But yeah, it makes me want to watch more Aussie TV and movies because like I also watched Lost Stop Larimer on Netflix and I really enjoyed that. So I think my vibe is like country Australian town. Yeah. Do you know what? I also want to, I watch it and I'm like, I want to live there.
Yeah. I want to live in the middle of nowhere where the population of 7.
But fuck nowhere, yeah.
We've had a big movie week this week. Read fucking nothing of Queen of Shadows. But I did watch the Barbie movie.
Yeah, tell me your thoughts because I watched it in the cinema when it released and that was fucking 53 years ago, I feel.
So I rented it on Amazon and I watched it. I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Did ya?
Now.
Did ya?
I gave it a 5 out of 5 because of the themes and the messaging in the movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
The movie was shorter than I expected it to be. I feel like by now I'd actually seen or had heard of everything that had happened in the movie, whereas when I sat down to watch it, I just assumed that I'd only heard like the highlights kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was a lot shorter than what I thought. I thought it was quite funny, right? And the monologue by the America Ferrera said like kind of goes through.
Yeah.
That was iconic. That was very, very iconic. I think without the theming, like if they hadn't have gone down the path of the theming and the messaging that they did and had done it the way that they did, I wouldn't have liked the movie. Like it couldn't have just been a movie about Barbie. Like the secondary you know, where it's just like Barbie's in Barbie world and then they go into that was just, I was like, whatever.
I remember before the movie released, Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling were in an interview and they were like, purely off the script alone is why we wanted to be a part of this film. Yeah. And I was just like, what? And like the storyline, I was like, what is this film going to be about? Like that is so captivating that makes like these people want to be a part of a movie about a doll, essentially.
But when you say that, that's a good way to put it. Like the dialogue of the movie, I loved the dialogue. Didn't care for the visuals. Wasn't neither here nor there for the visuals. There were some moments which like were all ones that kind of went off online, was like when Ken was like wanting to stay over and Barbie was like, she literally goes, I don't want you here, this is my dream house, not your dream house. Felt that in my bones. I was like, oh,
big mood, sis.
That one. And just I'm a big Matchbox 20 fan. Fucking love Matchbox 20.
That scene would have had you up on your fucking bed, just
never loved a soundtrack more in my life.
Stunning.
It's purely because of the themes and the messaging, and I think it was done well in that, like they didn't make it cheesy or anything like that. But if the dialogue of the movie wasn't as strong as what it was, it wouldn't have got a 5 out of 5.
100%.
Would I watch it again? No. Would I recommend everyone watch it? Yes,
absolutely.
I would.
Yeah, agreed.
Like if I ever get into like a fight with someone about like women's rights or something, I'm not even gonna fight. I'm just gonna be like, just watch the fucking Barbie movie and grow up. Which I'm going to tie this back to the Golden Globes. So the Golden Globes was on Monday.
Yes, it was.
And they had that comedian Joe Coy do he hosted it, and he got slammed online and kind of at the Golden Globes, because in his monologue, one of his jokes was that Oppenheimer was made about this, you know, one of the world's greatest scientists, and then Barbie is about a hot blonde, like about a doll with big boobs. And like rightfully so got slammed about it. And now that I've seen the Barbie movie, like that shit just pisses me off.
Like you clearly do not understand the underlying theme of Barbie if you think that that's what it's about. Like,
and even more so, no, that joke isn't even fucking funny. It's not clever, it's not well written, it's not creative, it's not funny. I'm totally all for making jokes about the Barbie movie, right? Because I'm sure you could write plenty of really well-written jokes about the Barbie movie without having to go as low and cheap as just picking on it for like face value, like the visual side of it, or you know, the stereotypical side of it. It's not even that, like the fact that it was a jab at women and everything that the movie kind of is about that pissed me off. It was the fact that, like, how fucking lazy are you to write a joke that's just like, the Barbie movie's about a doll with big boobs.
Literally. And like Drew Afuelo on TikTok, she made a good point saying that, like, why are we shocked that literally most of his jokes were taking the piss about women when literally men did fucking nothing in 2023. Like it was a woman's year for film and television in 2023. So like, of course he's going to take the piss because women achieved so much last year. But like, it's still fucking lowbrow. Like, be a bit fucking smarter. Like, like you get asked to host and that's the best that you can come up with,
right?
Please.
Like, and then even the joke where he took a stab at Taylor Swift saying that what's the difference between the NFL and the Golden Globes was, we're not going to have as many cameras on Taylor Swift. First of all, of course you fucking are, because she's like one of the biggest names in the world. And second of all, again, it's just, you're not funny. It's not funny. It's not creative. It's not witty. It's just making a really fucking sad, pathetic point. Like, if there are a group of men who are sitting around listening to that going, that was fucking gold. Like, you know what? Fucking just bang your head against a brick wall to loosen up your brain cells, because if you genuinely think that's funny, you're an idiot.
I would like to see Will Ferrell and Kirsten Wiig host one year. I feel like they would be great.
I saw a TikTok the other day. I don't know where. We must have been an award show in the UK, and these two UK people were hosting it, or at least hosting a segment of it. and one of them was blind, right?
Yeah.
And so the whole joke was that they obviously had the auto cue.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, like so-and-so next to me is going to help me like read the auto cue because I'm blind. And so the dude would like read it and then he'd repeat it. And so that was funny because you're hearing it fast. And then he'd say his bit and then the blind guy would go to say it and he'd be like, oh, no, that's my... And it was just really funny. It was like, oh my God, look, people can be funny without having to just fucking kick people into the ground.
Yeah, like... Ricky Gervais made fun of everyone, but he did it in like
there's a way to do it.
He did it not like in the right way because he was actually like fucking attacking everyone, but like Ricky Gervais doesn't give a fuck. But like it was just it's been done. It's fucking been done. If you're gonna do it, make it better.
Yeah, and that's where I think like
more smart about it. Just
like I said, it's not even as much about the fact that Joe Coy was digging at things that he shouldn't have dug at. It's just the fact that it's not funny. Same with the Matt Rife thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't
you're
fucking
just
funny.
not fucking funny. I'm sorry, but yeah, be better.
And then with the Golden Globes, there was all this fucking hot tea because Little Miss Selena Gomez was caught on camera gossiping with Taylor Swift and Kaylee Teller, Miles Teller's partner. I think I believe they're married. Yeah, I believe they're married.
Oh, good for them.
And everyone assumed from like trying to lip read that Selena had asked Timothée Chalamet for a photo, and Kylie Jenner had said no, right? Because they were there together. Anyway, it's gone viral, right? I personally loved the little clip of them having their little gossip session at the table. Yeah, that's relatable.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that's funny. Yeah. That's what we're doing at Shotguns. That was me bitching about the music at Shotguns.
Exactly.
Anyway, next day or like whatever, Selena posted on her Instagram saying that she was going off socials for the 1800th time, and then 22 hours later was posting on her Instagram story again.
I'm sick
I
of
don't
it.
understand. I don't understand why she was so weird about the response, unless she's seeing comments that we didn't see. But I thought it was an iconic moment. I love it.
Like, just admit it for what it is. Like, yeah, I was talking shit.
Yeah. I don't know why people are so afraid to admit that they talk shit.
My goodness. Yeah, let's embrace it. Let's embrace it more.
Everyone talks shit.
She wasn't even saying anything bad. Like, I do not believe for a second that she was talking about anything else. She was 100% talking about Timothée Chalamet.
And it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's harmless. It's not like you're sitting there picking on, like, someone's looks or...
It's not like you called someone a cunt. Like...
No. It was just fucking iconic. Anyway, so that was weird. I think she should have just embraced it, to be honest.
Yeah, and like just every single time the internet like goes at her for something, she just takes it so to heart.
Right. And then fucking...
But then just doesn't follow through.
And then speaking of taking things to heart, we've had a resurgence of Little Miss Ariana Grande. So
Ariana.
Now...
Dear fucking Ariana.
I love Ariana. I'm a big Ariana stan in terms of her music, right? And she released a new song on Friday called Yes And. It's alright. It's a club bop.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's for the girls, the gays, and the bays.
Yeah.
It's a bop. And the messaging of it is, mind your business. Like, you worry about your life. I'll worry about mine. I'm not going to speak out publicly on shit that you think I am because it's just not worth my time and I don't give a fuck. And she literally says in it, why do you care so much about whose dick I ride? Which she would have a point if he wasn't married with a newborn when she did it.
Yeah, like we care because you're ruining people's lives.
Yeah.
Like, out of everyone, you could have anyone you wanted.
Yeah.
Why are you going for some rusty, crusty, dusty man who was in a happy relationship
that looks like your brother
with a baby? Like, really?
Yeah.
And everyone on the internet is going at her throat for it, which is, to be honest, fucking deserved.
Yeah, like, obviously we don't know the whole ins and outs. There's only bits that we know. But if they were so destined to be together, right? What would have been the harm in... So, all right, let's assume that him and his partner broke up, like, regardless of the Ariana situation, right? What would have been the harm in waiting 6 months to a year before hooking up?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's the timing, and it's like, even if they were going to break up regardless, like, you're still, like, getting involved in someone's life.
Have a bit of fucking tact.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
It's just a bit off, and I'm all for the messaging of the song in regards to everything except for when you break up a marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
She's just a bit snaky, and I love that people are calling her out for it.
I need you to fucking fix it, Ariana, because I'm fighting for my life, okay?
Truly.
Big stan, and you are just making it very, very hard for me.
Oy.
Then, we've done so much. Guess what, guys?
Guess
There's
what?
fucking more.
But wait, there's more.
So then today, I'm in my little movie era, right? I'm just, oops, I've lost
Bye, it's gone. No more. No more.
So I'm just renting movies on Amazon left, right and centre because they automatically charge directly to Mum's card. P.S. Mum, I've charged $12
Mum.
to your card so far.
There are so many movies I want to watch now that I've got Letterboxed, and it's like popular this week.
What else do you want to watch?
Okay, I really want to watch Poor Things.
Yes.
I really want to see that. I also really want to see Iron Claw. Is that even out yet for us?
No, it's not out for us, but on my, like, just before I left to come here, I saw on Brianna Chicken Fry's story, her and Zach had just gone to go see Iron Claw, and they were walking out and they were like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. And everyone's saying it's like the saddest movie you'll ever see.
Yeah, right. I want to see Bottoms.
Show me
That's
the cover.
available to rent.
Why do I feel like I've seen it? No. Okay, yep.
I want to see Anyone But You.
Yeah.
I want to see Past Lives. I think I'm going to watch that tonight.
Okay.
So let me read you, everyone, the
I love
summary.
that we've done no arts and crafts, by the way. I think because
we need scissors.
We need scissors.
And I can't do it with nails. And I got to hold this and this. Anyway, Nora and Hae-sung, two deeply connected childhood friends, are rest apart after Nora's family emigrates from South Korea. 20 years later, they are reunited for one fateful weekend as they confront the notions of love and destiny. Average rating 4.2 out of 5.
Okay, nice.
And I feel like everyone that has seen it has said that this movie will absolutely fucking destroy you. And to be honest, I'm ready to feel pain again.
Okay. I want to see a sad movie.
We should watch it together and cry.
Okay, done.
I'm being dead serious though.
I'm free now.
Excellent.
I also want to see Priscilla.
Yeah, that's not out yet either, I don't think. And Oppenheimer.
Right.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Listen the fuck up, bitches.
I feel like you watched that movie for like 7 hours today.
Yeah, okay. So I fucking rented Oppenheimer. Thanks, Mum. I'll transfer you at some point. So Oppenheimer came out at the same time as the Barbie movie, and it's all about J. Robert Oppenheimer, who was the quantum physicist behind the making of the atomic bomb, right? So I didn't realize, I forgot, it's a 3-hour movie. Okay.
That's why it took so long.
So I'm watching this movie, right? And I'm like, fuck, this has been like, surely I've been watching this for a hot minute now. I pause it. I was 1 hour in, and that's when I realized it was a 3-hour movie. Anyway, so I paused it and I had a nap.
It's also directed by Christopher Nolan, and we love a Christopher Nolan movie.
What else has he done? I know his name. He did the Dark...
Batman. Yeah. Interstellar.
Yeah.
Is it not Shutter Island? What's the one where it's the mind-bending stuff?
Oh,
I think he's done that. The one with Leonardo DiCaprio in it still. Yeah. What else has he done?
Inception. So I had a nap at the 1 hour point.
You were like, we need intermission.
Right.
Immediately.
And then I'm trying to watch the next 2 hours of it, and my dog Benji every half an hour was like, I need to go outside and play. So it just took me forever to watch it, right?
Dunkirk.
Oh, I need to watch that.
You haven't seen Dunkirk?
No, but I have seen...
It's so good.
I have seen My Policeman with Harry Styles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That, I keep forgetting about it. That's easily one of my favourite movies.
Really?
Beautiful love story.
Really?
Beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Love it. So, I loved Oppenheimer.
Did you?
I really...
Did you?
was very conscious. I'm not a big fan of really long movies because I don't have great attention span. And it was like heavy material because like, I did not understand the first hour of the movie, right? Like I understood what was going on holistically, but they were talking a lot about physics and quantum physics, and I was like, oh my days.
The monkey with a symbol in your brain was working overtime.
You know what? I was kind of glad that I didn't watch it with Dad because Dad would have been pausing it every time.
He'd be like, now you see.
He'd be like, so remember the string theory that I was saying? Anyway, Dad loves that shit. So I was kind of glad.
Has Dad seen Oppenheimer?
No.
You should tell them that you've rented it so you can watch it.
Well, they'll find out. We'll not only test if they listen, if you're watching this.
If Mum's checking her bank statement regularly.
She's not. Dad definitely doesn't listen to our podcast. Dad only listens to Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and
that.
Brooke.
God bless.
He refuses to listen to us.
You know what? Very on brand.
But Mum, if you're listening, you need to tell Dad to watch Oppenheimer.
Within 48 hours.
I loved it. It was very, very interesting.
Yeah, right.
I suddenly want to become an academic, right? This is my problem with movies is I want to become whatever they are usually.
Did you do maths in year 12?
I fucking failed. I am so bad at maths.
I didn't do maths in year 12.
I don't even know my times tables. I know my six times tables.
I can't do long division. What's 6 times 8? No, you don't. You're a fucking liar. You are a dirty, rotten liar.
I don't know my times tables.
You said you knew.
I don't know fucking division, let alone long division.
Yeah.
Algebra honestly almost put me into a fucking coma.
I've never had to use sin cos 10 in my whole life. Why the fuck am I learning about that?
I failed. I had to do accounting for uni and I had to do some other form of maths, quantitative methods.
Oh, yeah.
Failed both.
Yeah, I
had to redo them.
Yeah, I did stats in my uni course and that was...
Yeah,
I don't know how I passed that, honestly.
I hate it.
On that topic, though, how the fuck do calculators work?
I just imagine it like Excel.
No, but like how, what is doing the math in that little square? What is...
My brain actually just started hurting. It started throbbing.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
What is figuring it out? There's not like a computer in a calculator, is there? I don't think so. Yeah. Is there?
There would have to be.
There's a computer in the calculator.
Like a little computer chip
A teeny tiny computer.
There would have to be.
No.
Mark will know.
We need to call him after this.
So...
I need to know.
So, Oppenheimer was like an academic, right? Studied all through Europe with the best of the best because particularly quantum physics, which was his specialty, was not taken seriously or even a thing in America. So he was studying it from the absolute best of the world.
Right.
Like Heisenberg, who ended up working with the Nazis, and like all these really big name fucking physicists.
Yeah.
He learned from them. And then he ended up moving back to America because he's like, I want to bring quantum physics to America because this shit's fucking lit.
Yeah.
Right? Old mate was friends with, well, not friends with, they kind of had a bit of beef, but friends with Albert Einstein. Now, this threw me for six.
I did see him in the trailer because I always imagine Albert Einstein not in that period of time.
Yes.
I imagine him further back.
Right?
Like
black
Victorian
and white,
era, lamps.
Yep.
The phone just got invented.
Yeah. Like lots of like rats.
People flying kites.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plague.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Why is he there?
So he didn't die until 1955. So my grandparents and
they were tight
Albie, they fucking crossed over. That blew my mind, right? That blew my mind. So that threw me for six. And so the movie is equally about...
Stop waving this around. Stop waving the bracelet instructions around.
Such a hands person.
Use your hands. Just don't use the pamphlet.
The movie is equally about like Oppenheimer being engaged by America to lead the Manhattan Project, which was the development of the atomic bomb. And it was because they were fearful that... the Nazis were making one and they wanted to beat the Nazis so that they could use it on the Nazis, right? But before they'd even managed to do it, Hitler had gone, right? So they then decided, well, you know who we want to fuck with? We want to fuck with the Japanese. Fuck them. So then that's why they decided to use Hiroshima and then Nagasaki. Yeah.
You got there.
So the movie is equally about like the bomb and all of that as it is about Oppenheimer being an alleged communist. Right. So then I got really confused. I'm like Googling what communism is. And then I'm like seeing what communism is. And I'm like, on paper, that doesn't seem like such a bad idea, right? Like it just sounds like
theory.
It sounds like an elevated version of a commune.
A compound.
Communism. I get it now,
yeah.
Right? I understand.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, well, is there examples of communism? Like, are there countries that are communist? And then I'm like Googling it. And there are. So Russia is or was a communist country, right? China is, I think, allegedly a communist country, right? So then I'm like Googling like that. And I'm like, well, they're bad, right? We've been told that they're bad. So then what makes them bad? And now I'm in this deep hole.
Okay, tell me.
A communism hole. Well, I haven't done the research yet.
Right? I'm in the hole, but I haven't done anything about it.
But I'm very, very invested.
Okay.
And I've started, because then I started watching TikTok videos because it was the quickest way for me to get answers, right? Started doing that. And then I was like, no, actually, I need to go back a few steps. And so now I've started researching history as a whole from 1900 to today.
What do you mean?
So now I'm watching YouTube videos to explain everything in history.
Everything.
In the last 124 years.
What pivotal moment are you up to
I'm
now?
up to 1900. I'm up to the start.
What happened then?
I don't know. I haven't got that far.
Oh, you haven't?
I'm like really, really at the start.
Okay, fun.
Right?
Fun.
Yeah. So now I'm in my history
I can't wait to be updated on world events of the last 100 years.
Now, all I want to do is watch documentaries about history in the last 100 years. And then, because I figure once I do, because that's where all the good stuff that I kind of know of, so that'll hook me in. And then I'll go back. And then eventually I'll end up in like Greek mythology and all of that. And
you're going to go all the way back.
Yeah. And I feel like as I go back every era, I'm going to play the Assassin's Creed that aligns with that era.
And just really get the full submersive experience.
Yeah. Because I want to be an academic now. I'm over my ASIO phase, which we had yesterday.
You're going to be a historian.
I'm going to be a historian.
Yeah. Majoring in physics. No. Majoring in long division. No. majoring in 6 times tables.
I'm just going to be majoring in facts, okay?
Not printers, just facts.
And that's all I want. So, yeah, I'm in my history era now.
To round off today's episode, I would like to bring it back to our 2023 moment when we were a sports podcast. And talk about the Dolphins versus Chiefs playoff qualifier that happened today.
I watched that today.
Yeah. So, ding ding, choose your fucking player, because it was Alex Earl's team versus Taylor Swift's team.
Who are you picking?
They were decked. I think they've already played. They played.
No, but like Alex Earl or Taylor Swift, who are you picking?
I liked Alex Earl's outfit better. Because I liked her jacket more.
Do you know what? I'm so proud of you, because I think like literally a week ago you didn't know who Alex Earl was.
No. Right? I still don't understand the hype, but I understand that she's an athlete. She's a wag.
She's an athlete. She's an influencer.
I was going to say an athlete's girlfriend, but then I went with wag. Yeah.
Yeah.
They played in 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Dude, the pitch or whatever you call it, it was literally frozen.
Literally. There was like one player and he like headbutted another guy and his helmet was frozen. So like when he headbutted the guy, part of his helmet broke off and like was flying. And then he got a replacement helmet and the helmet wouldn't fit because it shrunk due to the cold. How crazy. And then there was like a coach or something and like his beard had icicles.
Oh, bless.
Because it was so cold. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like caught the start of the game.
Like, can you not play somewhere more warm? I don't understand.
Well, they had to play at home. It's the Kansas home.
I don't care. Move home.
Yeah, well, in the like pre-game bit, the commentators were saying how obviously you can see that the pitch was iced over or whatever, but they were saying that there's like heaters underground that are there to warm the pitch to melt the ice so that they could still play. And then they were saying that particularly the Miami team, because Miami's obviously not used to that weather, the management or coaches or whoever had said to the players, whatever you need to be able to play in this weather, like nothing's off the card, like you get all the resources. So they were wearing like, some were wearing like scuba suits under their like outfits, and like literally anything and everything just to keep warm they had on offer for them, because they were like, you can have anything, you just can't not play. Like, we're playing.
How do your fingers work in that cold?
I didn't watch the end though. Who won?
I think the Chiefs won.
Oh yeah, we love that. Let me just
confirm that. But yeah, I don't know who is going to be in the final. Yeah, Chiefs won 7-26.
Oh Jesus!
They got pulverized. But you know what? Kind of expected though, because Dolphins don't play in the cold.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, I don't watch it closely enough to know who's going to actually be a contender for the Super Bowl. But I am excited for the Super Bowl.
I do low-key kind of want to go to the thing that they do at the casino for it. But we do have a very bad track record with drinks packages. So
yeah, I'm banned from drinks packages. The Warredale's doing something for Super Bowl. It's a Monday though. You got work.
Could book it off. That's what annual leave's for.
If you book it off, I'll be there.
At the cast or just at the Warredale?
I'm not going to the cast.
You're not going to the cast?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hate the cast. The cast is so, like, dingy.
Yeah.
That's where all the street goblins go.
Warredale. Super Bowl. Who's performing?
Have they announced? I don't think they've announced
it. They haven't announced it yet.
I don't know. Google it.
Super Bowl halftime.
What should be someone mid? Because I feel like they do a big one and then they do a mid.
No, well, nothing's coming up to say.
No, because you've put Warredale in there.
Oh, did I? I did.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Rihanna's performing at the Warredale.
Oh my God.
Watch it already be booked out, because we tried to book to go to the Warredale on Friday and it was already booked out.
Oh, Usher. Yeah, mid.
That's so mid. I forgot about that.
Oh no. Yeah,
because I remember now the announcement video and it was like Kim Kardashian calling him. Yeah. Yeah. That sucks.
Like,
well, you let me know. Otherwise,
hang on.
Otherwise, Super Dad Bowl goes and watches it with my grandpa at his house. So I'll go up there. Otherwise, what's the word out doing?
I think they're just putting it on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not doing any package or anything, which is really rude.
Or maybe let's see like what the Alma or something's doing. Or the Highway.
Oh, yeah. Highway could be fun. All right, we'll research that.
But if anyone has any suggestions, hit us up. Because you know what we love? We love a good time and we love good music and good food.
Yeah, so
if you can promise us all three things.
Give us places to like go to as well for like...
We want to go to Crybaby.
Yeah.
Because it's owned by the same people that own Shotguns.
Yeah. So give us the... Where is fun to go in Adelaide for a drink and a boog?
Yeah, like
I don't know anymore, and I'm sick of trying places and being severely disappointed.
What music do you want?
I want like R&B, pop. Okay. Like literally anything that I can just...
Yeah.
Do a bit of this. Do a bit of this.
Like a bit of Rihanna, Dua Lipa. I'd even go for some like Dom Dollar, like Fisher, Fred again.
Yeah. I'd go that.
Yeah. A bit mainstream. Like, I don't want any like real house music.
I don't want any dun.
Yeah. Like people are like...
Yeah, no. That's too much.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I don't want to be cutting shapes.
Yeah. And preferably somewhere that has nice seating.
Yes.
Nowhere underground. Don't recommend Fats because I'm claustrophobic and I have a fear of the roof falling in, so I've never been to Fats and I'll never go.
Really?
Yeah, I will not go.
Yeah, okay.
I can't. No, it's not happening. So it has to be on ground level.
You to me. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Just a lot of movies. I'm struggling to get through Queen of Shadows, and it's because I don't know.
Yeah, I like churned through books while we were on holidays, and now I'm kind of like, I'm in my TV watching era now.
Yeah.
Same. Now that I've downloaded Letterboxd, I'm like, well, I need to fill that up.
Yeah.
And we're back at work this week, so it's going to be Rough.
It's going to be an adjustment.
Yeah, truly.
Do you reckon they'll be okay with me waking up at 9 and getting in at 11?
One way to find out, honestly.
That's true. My boss is on leave this week anyway, so.
He'll never know.
Just kidding. I would never.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for listening, tuning in, whatever you've done. Love you for it. Coco loves you for it.
Coco can fuck off. Okay.
Love you. Bye.